A Balanced Routine by Quinn Cornely. Alexa, dismiss. I have learned up to this point in my freshman year the importance of balance. Every day, act in light of two main things: the comfort of routine and the discomfort of discipline. Every one of my actions has a balanced counterpart to ensure that I gain experiences from all points of view and can live a fuller, healthier, enjoyable, yet ambitious life. Before breakfast, every day, I strive to get out of my comfort zone and do an upper body lifting session. And then afterwards, I get to reward myself with a delicious, nourishing meal. This is the recipe for my extra special breakfast parfait. First, start with a cup of Greek yogurt. I personally prefer Fage 2%, but any other kind works too, as long as it's unsweetened. Next, add 2 tablespoons of black chia seeds. After that, with 1 ounce of 100% unsweetened dark chocolate, chop it up and put it in the bowl. Then, mix 2 tablespoons of unsweetened natural peanut butter. I like Costco's version, and then mix that in. Finally, mix all the ingredients together. Next, add a handful of raspberries and some granola. Personally, I use my homemade hand-toasted oats and pepitas, and then mix it all together. I like to have mine with a good fiction book for enjoyment and the benefits of reading. Even on an off day from running, which I've learned are absolutely vital since being injured this November, I strive and try to walk before and after every meal in order to maintain a balance of blood sugar levels and to maintain a balance between active, low-intensity recovery and not the imbalance of a sedentary lifestyle. Okay, Sean, what inspired you to ask me to train you to get a six-pack this summer?
Well, I've been thinking, I want to be strong and be able to lift a bunch of stuff and help. And I also don't want to keep being unhealthy and doing, making bad choices. So I want to help my body get stronger and healthier.
Why do you think that I can help you do that?
Because you've been doing it for a long time and you're really strong and your diet is healthy. So it also helps you and it gets you to the next meal.
I think that we'll be able to get there together, Sean. We can do this.
Same.
And now that I've read some fiction, it's time to get some good old non-fiction reading in to balance it out. As with breakfast, I strive for nutrient and flavor balance with my lunch, including vegetables, protein, and carbs, as well as probiotics for gut microbiome balance. I've expressed up to this point of the importance of getting out of your comfort zone. Vitally, this incorporates at least once per day doing something that you absolutely do not want to do. Some days for me, this can be pushing through a hard workout, running, or upper body when I do not want to continue. Some days it can be doing any chore that I'm asked to do that I really do not want to do at that point, but most of the time, it's taking a cold shower. Dinner time, the best for last. Everything I've done today has led up to this point to where I get to sit down and enjoy a bowl full of veggies and meat, and savor it, I do. So, Mom, what is your opinion on the amount of time it takes to eat my dinner?
It's too long.
So, Sean, what is your personal opinion on the amount of time it takes me to eat dinner?
Well, I think it takes you long.
So, Olivia, what's your opinion on the amount of time it takes me to eat my dinner?
It's way too long.
So, Grady, what is your opinion on the amount of time it takes me to eat dinner?
My opinion is that it takes you really long.
So, Dad, what is your opinion on the amount of time it takes me to eat my dinner?
I appreciate that you want to allow your food to digest. I understand and appreciate that you want to savor and enjoy the food that was prepared by yourself or by your parents. And that it allows you a period to decompress after the effort that you put in during the day. However, I do think it's a very long hour and a half.
Despite the fact that it might take me an hour and a half to eat my dinner, I think it's well earned. And now, finally, it's time for me to recover mentally and physically and go to bed. Okay, Mom, throughout this year, what is one thing you think I've excelled in?
I think you have excelled very well at adapting to being a high school student, getting your work done on time, doing well in school, and navigating being on cross country and track.
And what do you think is something that I can improve upon?
I think you can improve upon your flexibility.
So, despite the fact that I seem to have perfected my daily routine, what I am doing every day is simply expanding my comfort zone. All of these things that I am doing will eventually become part of it, and thus, keeping with the theme of what my mom said, despite that fact, in order to maintain the balance that I strive for, I must constantly seek to improve upon and address anything I haven't yet that still lies outside the reach of my comfort. Flexibility, as my mom said, are those things right now.